General 7, oh my god, they are amazing. I love them so much. Do you know them? Have you got their contact number? Can I have the contact? That singer is so hot. Just get, no? Oh, okay.
General 7, wow. They're up there with the best.
I think they're really good. They're like the archetypical 80s bands.
Who?
The band first met in kind of strange circumstances. I'd just been living in Singapore and I'd come back again, and I went for a drink, walked out the pub, and suddenly this car screeched to a halt by the side of the road, and this guy says, "Oi mate, can you sing?" And it was actually a friend of mine who was a guitarist. I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Jump in, we're having a rehearsal now." And I just started singing and enjoyed it, really liked it, really enjoyed myself. And then slowly it grew from there. We also then, I asked a friend of ours, another friend, to come and play guitar. The original guy left. We brought this keyboard player in who always used to get all the girls after him. Yeah, as a lead singer, you also obviously want to have all the groupies come to you, don't you? But I used to watch the groupies come and talk to him, and I used to get all the girls that wanted to have a deep conversation about something. So your lyrics, what are they about? What a pop star.
From 80s pop star to melody maker, journalist to lecturer, General 7 frontman Martin James is now head of the music journalism course and a professor at Southampton Solent University. But how exactly did he make such a career change?
General 7 broke up in 1986 at what we could say was our peak, but it kind of fizzled out. It didn't just stop. And I regret now that we didn't archive more stuff. I kind of regret that we weren't around now, if you can have a regret like that. I think there was a point in all of our lives when we realised we can't keep doing this. I think I kept it going the longest. I was 30 before I realised I'm never going to be a teenage rock star. And they worked it out a lot quicker than I did. In fact, when General 7 collapsed, I turned around and looked at the rest of the band and went, "Oh, you've got alternative careers. I haven't." Because I'd put everything into the band. I was inspired to become a journalist it was purely by accident. After the demise of General 7 and then the subsequent bands, I decided to go and do a degree. I was sick of the music industry. I didn't want anything to do with the music industry anymore. I wanted to do a degree to get out of the music industry. I did my final year. I wrote my dissertation in the back of a van, whilst also running a PR company as well. So what I worked out from the first day of my university degree was the degree doesn't get you a job. But what I also realised, what I know is the music industry, so I'm going to use those 3 years to build my contacts up ever more. So I came out of my degree, and I'd been doing writing whilst I was at university for my magazine and other people, and I met this editor from Melody Maker, which is one of the biggest magazines at the time, and asked him how I could write for him, and he told me, write 150 words on whatever you want. I did. It was published a week later, and within a month I had my own column, and I was a regular writer. Within 2 months I was a full-time journalist. Lecturing, similar. I got into lecturing purely accidentally. I was asked to come and do a guest lecture. I really enjoyed it, and then I made the decision to become a full-time lecturer. And I took a £22,000 pay cut overnight to become a lecturer. My wife wasn't happy, but it's funny, I really enjoyed it, and I felt really connected. And I've been doing it 9 years now, and I still love it. And it's not about lecturing anymore. It's about everything else as well. If I hadn't have followed that General 7 path, I've no idea where I'd be now. I always loved writing, so I probably might have been a writer. I'll be honest with you. When I was 17, I wanted to be a fashion designer, and I went to my careers teachers about it, and they said no. They said it's a ridiculous idea. It's an impossible world to get into. What else do you want to do? Rock star? Don't be ridiculous. Have you ever thought of working in a shop? Ironically, I did go on to manage quite a few shops whilst I was doing the band. I really wanted to be a fashion designer when I was younger. But before that, all I ever wanted to do is be a footballer. So I've been somebody who's had a lot of dreams, and I can't tell you where my life would have ended up now, but similarly, I can't tell you where I'm going to next. I don't think this is the end. I don't think I'll always be a lecturer. I like to think there's more.